What is good, guys? Welcome back to Adults Vintage, and today's video is going to be something that a lot of people have already asked me to do. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to taper a pair of thrifted jeans to like a skinny fit or the fit that you would like them to be. Now, the first thing I would like to point out before anyone starts watching the rest of this video, because a lot of people are probably going to be like, oh, do I gotta sew, do I gotta measure, blah blah blah. Fuck no. This is the easiest method ever, and it is really hard to fuck it up, and I'm an idiot and I didn't even fuck it up. So let me explain to you how this is done. Now, first off, do you know how to sew? Fuck no. Do I know how to sew? Fuck no. Do you want to make some cool pants? Fuck yeah. So here's how you do it. The only extra thing you're gonna need to go out and buy is you're gonna need to go locate your nearest Dollar General or dollar store, wherever it may be, and you're gonna need to get this shit right here. This is just some dollar store off-brand liquid adhesive. And I do not know what is in it. I don't know who makes it, where it's from, what the hell is in it, but I use this stuff for pretty much every project I want to do, and it works super fucking good. You can throw it in the wash. It's like literally like fabric super glue. I love this stuff. I use it for everything. As soon as you get this, pretty much the only other things you're gonna need are some sort of marker to, you know, trace a line, scissors, no shit, and you're gonna need a pair of skinny jeans you already like the fit of, and then you're gonna need a pair of thrifted jeans that you want to taper. Alrighty, so let's get right into how this is gonna be done. So the first thing you want to do is, first off, make sure that both of the pairs of jeans are buttoned up all the way to, you know, make sure all the sizing is correct when you line them up. And you're gonna want to turn both pairs of the jeans inside out. And as you can see, my jeans of choice right here are some 80s Guess jeans. Once you have them turned inside out, make sure that they're all flat and level and that all of the seams are lined up correctly. Another thing I'd also like to mention is that a lot of people are probably gonna say, oh, this looks so bad, you just cut it with normal scissors, you're just using glue, this is so unprofessional. Yeah, I know it's unprofessional, that's why I'm making the fucking video, so I can show a bunch of kids who have no skill whatsoever on how to do things that they want to do the easy way. So, if you're gonna say that, you know, I respect your opinion and you're a cool guy, but fuck you at the same time. Now, as soon as you have the skinny jeans you want inside out, you're gonna want to line them up with the outside seam of the jeans, like this. Again, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but it does help if you try your hardest to line them up. Again, another thing I'd like to mention, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect because you're not gonna see the inside of the jeans, and as long as the taper is somewhat correct to the sizing you want on your jeans, as long as the jeans fit you right, and as long as they don't look awkward from the outside, what you do at this step doesn't really matter too much, but you don't want to just be super sloppy with it. Alrighty, now once you're at this part, you just kind of want to get whatever marker you want to use. I'm just going to use a Sharpie because I don't give a shit. And you're going to want to just trace a rough like outline. It doesn't have to be like a perfect straight line all the way down. Just kind of like get a feel for where you want it and just make sure everything's drawn in the correct place so you don't make your jeans too tight or too baggy. Another big thing I want to point out too is that I fucked this up the first time I ever did this, which is why I'm making the tutorial for it, to show you guys how to not fuck it up. Is that don't, right here, don't like just draw off, literally draw around the whole thing. Because the seam that's in the middle of the crotch on the jeans, you're going to be cutting that off as well so the crotch doesn't look super baggy. So, I'm going to trace this out real quick and I'll show you guys the next step. Alrighty, once the tracing is done, you do not need these jeans at all anymore, so just get those out of the way. And this next step, I'd say, is pretty self-explanatory. Just cut on your line and cut all the way around. Also, when you're cutting through, since it is 2 layers of fabric, since it's a whole pair of jeans, one tip I have is to just kind of grab the side and run your scissors along with your fingers so you don't cut one side bigger than you cut the other. This next step is where you're going to be using your fabric glue. Now, instead of just applying it straight out of the bottle, I recommend using a paintbrush because you'll get a more even coat. It'll be easier to apply as well. So the only tip I have for this is just start at the bottom at the leg and then just work your way up around the jeans in one line. The way I'm doing it is just get a bit of that glue on your paintbrush and then just kind of do it little by little as you're working your way up the jean. I just kind of apply the area I'm trying to get glued, like this. Got a hair on it. And once I've applied an even enough coat of glue to the point where I want to lay down the rest of the fabric, I just kind of use my fingers to line it up so I don't glue it down uneven. And then I just kind of press them together. And then I wait kind of a second for it all to dry up a bit and for the glue to settle. And then I just move on to the next portion until I'm done with the whole pair of jeans. And I will get back to you guys as soon as I'm done gluing. And once you're done gluing them, just let them dry for about an hour or two and then put them on and make all the needed adjustments, and then you're done. Alrighty, that is pretty much it. I know this may have seemed like a short tutorial, but that's because it really is this easy. It's not really that hard to go out and buy glue and cut and glue. Literally anyone can do this. This takes no required skill, and it's a really good method as opposed to going out of your way to sew and do all this other necessary stuff that you don't really need to, because I got the same product as I'd get from sewing, and it took me probably less time and cost less money. So that is how to taper a pair of jeans pretty quickly, and I think it's a pretty good method, and I've never seen anyone else on YouTube do it this way, so I'm gonna go out and say I'm probably the first person to do the fabric glue jean taper method, but I could be wrong. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this week's video. Don't forget to subscribe, go to Dolls Vintage Instagram, and yeah, that is it.